Hallo alle, wie geht's euch? Mir geht es super. Diese Woche habe ich wieder angefangen, Deutsch zu lernen. Ja, also ihr wisst, dass ich Sprachen liebe und ich unterrichte sie online. Aber als Lehrerin, ich finde es super wichtig, dass man weiter lernt. Also man kann immer etwas Neues lernen. Deswegen habe ich an einem Grammatikkurs teilgenommen bei meiner Lieblingssprachschule Lingoda. Lingoda ist eine Online-Sprachschule. Da kann man die Sprache richtig lernen. Das heißt nicht nur Vokabeln oder Grammatik, sondern auch Sprechen und Hörverständnis. Ich mag Apps auch zum Lernen, aber um sprechen zu lernen, man muss mit Leuten sprechen. Und wenn man hat eine Muttersprachler, Lehrerin oder Lehrer, ist es super hilfreich, da kann man die Sprache richtig lernen. If you are interested in learning Spanish, French, German, English, or business English, you have to try a class with Lingoda. They are an online language school, which is just like going to a language school in person, except it's all online. So you just use your laptop or computer, go online, you book a class that works within your schedule. I'm talking, they have literally over 1,000 classes and they're available at 3 in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. You just set your time zone and you can choose the class that interests you. So they literally have every subject available. So if you're taking beginner classes or intermediate or advanced classes, you can find the topic that interests you. So there are classes that teach you different skills. There are reading focused classes, writing focused, speaking, and the one I took this week was grammar focused, and it was some complicated grammar structures, which I found really helpful. Once you sign up for your class, you can add it to your calendar, and then when it's time to take the class, you go to the website to open the class and you go into a virtual classroom. So you'll see your teacher on camera, you'll see or potentially just hear the other students, and there's a chat box that you can write in if you need to, and the teacher will share their screen with you where you'll have all of the slides and the PDFs and all of the materials. So you'll be able to see their screen, and if you wanted to, you could open up the materials on your computer as well. And you want to use a laptop or a computer to access the classes.
Also, wir beginnen mal mit der üblichen Satzstellung. Niki,
I love to take group classes because you really learn so much, not just from the teacher, but also from your fellow students. And classes are really affordable. They start at €8 per class for a group class, and the groups are super small. My class the other day just had one other student. They're usually about 3 students. At most, there are 5. It has never been so convenient to actually learn to speak another language, and you can do it from home or from work, whenever works in your schedule. If you want to take a class every day, you can take a class every day. This week, I took a class. I have a little baby at home, but I decided, you know what? Even if he's not sleeping, it's okay. He can sit on my lap and listen while I take the class. So, of course, my baby woke up when the class was beginning. So I grabbed him, he sat on my lap, and you can mute yourself during the class if you need to, but once the teacher calls on you to either read out loud or answer a question or discuss something, then I unmuted myself, and if my baby started making noise, I just hit the mute button. And you can have your camera on or you can have it off if you feel more comfortable that way. But you'll hear the teacher and see them, and you'll also be able to hear the other students.
Auto gefahren. Peter ist gestern Auto gefahren.
Ist das richtig? Kann man sagen, Peter?
People always ask me, how do I learn another language? Where do I start? Well, with Lingoda, they take all of the guesswork out of it. They have qualified native speaker teachers that are trained to help you make progress so you can dramatically improve your language skills. They have all of the materials which you will have lifelong access to, and all of the classes you can choose from. There are literally thousands of topics. So if you want to focus on reading or grammar or writing or speaking, or other skills, you can choose the class that you need to work on so that you have that practice. There are a lot of language learning apps that are great for learning vocab or for practicing basic skills. But if you really want to learn to speak the language, you need to speak. You need to practice and be able to hear other people and speak the language out loud. I love the fact that you can take a group class. It's a little less pressure when you have other people in the class. But of course, sometimes some people may be a little better at something than you, but the whole point of learning is to learn. So you might make a mistake. It happens. That's what your teachers are there for. You can ask questions and make sure that you are getting better. Lingoda teachers are trained to keep you motivated so that you want to keep studying the language and keep getting better. If you want to hear from other students and see their results, head on over to Lingoda's Instagram page, their Lingoda_official. Check it out. And see what they have to say on Instagram. It is so amazing to be able to interact with people from literally all over the world. You take classes with people from different countries. For example, I just took a class with someone who is Greek but living in England, and of course I'm Polish American and I'm living in the States, but I took a German class, and you can take the classes that interest you. So I took an advanced grammar class this week, and grammar is something difficult. It's a complicated thing. So it's super helpful to not only have materials that explain everything, but you also have a teacher to talk you through it.
Machen wir gleich eine kleine Aufgabe für euch. Also, wir sehen hier 3 Sätze. Wir sollen einmal bestimmen den Aufbau dieses Satzes.
The materials are created by experts. Zum Beispiel, for example, taking a class with Lingoda also can help you get a certificate based on the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, which is amazing. So if you need it for work or for a visa, you can show that you are certified in that language based on whatever level you complete. Learning a language can absolutely transform your life. You can get a new job, you can move to another country, and it can help your career or your personal life in so many ways. There are so many opportunities that come up from being able to communicate with people in another language. What I really like about Lingoda, it's different than going to a regular language school in person, because you can choose the class that you need to take. So you can look at a variety of different subjects or topics, whether it's something in current media or you want to discuss literature or whatever topic you might be interested in. They have literally over 1,000 subjects available, and they are all focused on improving different skills. So if you really want to work on your writing skills one day, take a writing class. If you want to work on reading or speaking or a different set of skills, you can choose the class that works for you. So you're not just going by whatever the teacher feels like teaching that day. You select the class that you would like. And before you book the class, you can even download the materials just to see what the class is going to be about. So this week I took a grammar class and I checked out the materials before the class started. I wanted to see what I would be practicing. And I think it's really important when you speak a language to continue to learn it. You will always learn something new, and people always make mistakes. So it's helpful to be able to practice and be able to ask your teacher questions. These are qualified native speaker teachers who are trained to help you improve. You can take classes every day if you'd like. There's a rotation of teachers, so you'll be able to hear from lots of different people. You can hear different accents even. If you're ready to get started, check out my link, which you can see right here. And by using the code NIKKI3, NIKKI3, you can get 25% off your first month. There are endless opportunities available out there in the world, and if you speak another language, you can take advantage of so many opportunities, even just having the ability to search for something in multiple languages online. It's so cool, and being able to communicate in that language, it's amazing. You literally gain another life by speaking another language. Lass mich wissen, welche Sprache du lernen willst. Vielleicht Deutsch oder Englisch oder Geschäftsenglisch, Französisch oder Spanisch. Also ich hoffe, es geht euch super. Wir werden uns bald sehen. Mach's gut. Tschüss.